Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with my scrap backwards project for the week. And in this video, I'm going to finish the mini book that I've been making for my sister Patrice. As you can see, I've put photos in it, and I will kind of tell you about the process. I filmed the initial process, which was altering the book and doing some setup for the photos. And then I did about 8 hours of work on Friday and 10 hours on Saturday, getting it to this point. And I'll kind of give you a little bit of my process. First of all, I went page by page and wrote down where I was gonna put photos and what size. So I'd put like 2x2 cover photo for circle, which is this one that I've already adhered. 4x3 on the blue check, 3x3 minus a bit on the tag insert, which is this. So I kind of went down through there, and then I counted the number of photos, compared that to what I had in my album that I had collected from Rick Springfield's. Just for those of you who didn't watch the beginning of it, my sister is a huge Rick Springfield fan, has been for years and years and years. And in the last couple of years, she's lost most of her souvenirs and photos to hurricanes in Louisiana. And so my brother and his wife and I are trying to replenish her collection of things. And so I've utilized Rick's Instagram feed, and on his birthday in August this past year, he and Sammy Hagar both posted lots of older photos of him from when he was young. So I had these, I printed contact sheets of everything that I had pulled from Instagram. So that's what these pages are. And the little notes are telling me what page. I kind of went through and figured out which pictures were going to go where. So, and then when it was all said and done and I had everything in there, I had messed up a couple. I printed them in a different size than what I needed. So I kind of changed things around, and we'll see that as we go through. I don't want to belabor this too much, but this is kind of what when I printed the photos, I of course got rid of the Instagram surroundings there, and I cropped them to what I needed. And then when I printed them on my photo paper, it was 7 sheets of paper, and then I think I printed 2 or 3 more after that. So let's say 10 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper that I then had to cut and trim the photos, mat them or not mat them, or trim, whatever. That one's matted, this one isn't. And then I added some bits to the inside covers and things like that. And when I made the first video, I had gotten some ink on the spine here, and so I was going to do something there. I tried a baby wipe, and it cleaned right off. So it had picked up some ink from my my mat. So right now I have a tray full of flair in what I think would be compatible colors and designs. I have my rub-ons, my basic gray rub-ons from the Hopscotch collection, which is what I've put on the front here and kind of throughout the book in the first video, so I can use those. I have a little bowl of tabs, photo tabs. Oops, there's a couple more flair there. Ooh, that's a good one too. Anything in orange. So let me put, just when I get down to actually trying to use these things, I want the adhesive to be on them, so all I have to do is pull the backing off and set them down. I also pulled some sequins that I thought had compatible colors. Like I said, I have some tags, a playing card, and these tabs that I thought would be nice accents. In this little jar cover, there are a couple beach photos, so I have a seashell, and there's a drink recipe, so I cut out these drinks from a Bramble Fox paper snips. I have these kind of buttons. I have a bunch of, let's see, can you see my tray of flowers? Here's the tray of flowers there, just the paper flowers that I had used some of. I also have this tray of enamel dots and some other bits, including these little stars. These are the stars that were on the insides of those. I have an acrylic word beach and a beach ball, and I have sticker sheets from my, well, I have the alpha that I used for the words that I have in there, but I also have this sticker alpha sheet that has good colors for that. I have this sticker sheet, and this one, and this one, and this one. These are all from my Scrap Backwards kit. And I've got a fun alpha here that I could probably pull some good letters from. So as I mentioned, Patrice does not read, so there's not going to be a lot of journaling in there, but I do want to put some things that if I put, like, she knows that this spells hello Rick, and all I have to do is tell her once, it says hello Rick, and even if she can't read the scripty hello, she recognizes the word Rick. And so she'll know that that says hello Rick, she'll remember it. And then I'll tell her this says look on the bright side, and we have sunglasses there, and she'll make that connection. And she'll know that this is a Jesse's Girl drink recipe made with the Beach Bar rum that he and Sammy Hagar have developed and are selling in limited quantities. But I've also pulled, and I will bring this is heavy, I'll bring this, I remembered that I had this. I don't do planner stuff anymore, or at least I didn't this past year. There was a certain time and condition under which I would sit and work on planner at a different desk, and from this one that I work on videos and 12 by 12s. But I have all these sticker books, and I was reminded of these sticker books by our guest designer this term, Kelly Maskery, and she used a Chamel sticker book, and I think I have that one in here somewhere. There's Amy Tangerine and so forth. So I thought, okay, here's the Chamel one, and there's some little some Maggie Holmes things. These are just ideal for just little touches on pages or anything else. So I will dip into that as we go along. So what I've done for the cover, I think when we last, when I finished the video, I think I may have had this speech bubble on there, but I added the flowers, I did some rub-ons, I put a rub-on and an enamel dot in the middle of the speech bubble. I toyed with the idea of printing a photo to go inside this frame, but it turned out I don't have a die that would cut a circle exactly that size. And if I placed it here, I didn't want to cover up this rub-on, so I glued this on really well with liquid glue, and then I printed this photo, and I have it glued with liquid glue onto some foam, and then the foam is glued with liquid glue, so it's not going anywhere. It may get frayed over time, but I can always replace it. And then I added these, you know, everything is glued on pretty well because this is going to get some wear. Okay, so what I'm planning to do right now is just kind of look at a page, see what I've got in all this stuff that makes sense to go on that page, and then I may make a pass after we finish filming, but it'll give you an idea of where this is headed. So, for example, this drink recipe, I've got this little cocktail that I thought might be cute right there. And why not have a butterfly right here? I don't need to dress it up too much, and although I probably will use a tab of some sort right there and a flare somewhere. So let me get a little bit of foam. That's the wrong stuff. I'm going to use some of this thick foam to put behind there. This sticks really, really well. And the way the book is made, the spine is really thick, so it can stand for me to do some dimensional embellishments. So I'm doing just that. And I'm going to do the same thing with this butterfly. Kind of do that right there. And I have a small little button here, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it just to make my 3 elements in this trio. Right there. And I think that, let me look through the tabs and see what I've got. Oh, found another flare. I want to do a tab and a flare up top there. And since this is a current venture, I'm going to use this yellow Today tab. And let's see, I have an orange and white striped flare that can go there, and then that can go right beside it. Just a little something in each corner. Nothing to kind of dress it up a bit. Nothing exotic. Gonna kind of slide that in so it's together, and then that looks like a good spot for an enamel dot. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue because I don't want dots falling off. Okay, we are done with that page. Now, I've got this beachy photo of Rick, and I've got this acrylic word beach, and I'm going to put little bits of glue here and there, And I'm going to try to do it right there. That doesn't really work because it doesn't go all the way through. So let's do this. Let's take the sunglasses off here. They might go right there. And that covers up the one of two little indicator thing that I had on there. This seems to, I'm going to try to bring it down to the blue and white part. I'll press that in, and I have little inserts for the A and the B. And I'm going to stick those in. I have to get this down a little closer to me. Okay, and then this blue is perfect for the blue checked background there. I just love it. This is, I do not know where this came from, the beach. I've had it for a very long time, and I'm thinking I didn't order it or buy it. So I have this orange seashell that might look cute right down here. I was going to use this blue beach ball, but that's almost too much blue. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this guy there. And let's see, do I have room for a flare? Is there room for one right there? There is, because it doesn't matter if it overlaps a bit. I'm going to put a little glue. Since it does overlap, it may get some pressure. The page may get lifted up by it. So I want to be sure it's on there securely. Okay, now we have this beachy photo with of Rick and Sammy Hagar. And here's where I may put this. If I put this there, it will limit how far I don't want to lift it up too much. It will limit how far that goes, how far down that goes, and that may be what I want. Although I may put this here, and then I won't worry about it being limited. And look, on the right side seems appropriate for a couple of beach photos. I'll just kind of put that there and move this over so we can see the cute little, I guess that's a giraffe. Okay, so that one's done. And I'm going to try to turn this over, and we're on here. This needs something, and I'm thinking that's where I may want a sticker of some sort. Let's see what I have. I think there are some round, this is a one canoe too. There's some round stickers here. They have outdoorsy scenes that may or may not be. I kind of like this one that says love. I'm just going to put that there, and that, I missed an opportunity to put a photo there, didn't I? I've got these jelly bean soup stickers that this says simply amazing, and I thought maybe that could go right here. Do I want it? Okay, let's do it there. Okay, and that's instead of a tab. And then what else do I want to do? I thought maybe a flare right here. That one's kind of cute. It's plaid, but will that interfere too much? It should be fine. It brings in the colors over here, the yellow and the blue, and even this pink that I added. I'm gonna glue this down because I see it kind of curling up. It's getting caught on something. And if I glue it flat, that won't happen. And right here, when I printed this, there's a little, you know, when I did the screenshot, I ended up getting two little, thingies. hard to say what they are. Now, since there's already a yellow flower up here, paper flower up there, I'm gonna put one down here where this little thingy is. And I'm just pressing that so it makes really good contact. And then a flare might be good here. Let's see that. The flower is going to just miss this, and if it gets pressed down by that, that's fine. If I had flare here, it would hit right here at the butterfly. So let me see what color I want. I have this green tab there, so I thought maybe I'd bring out the green by doing this racing flag kind of pattern on here. I think I'll line it up like so. And then maybe do a couple flowers kind of tucked up underneath it. In this color, which has not been used, and I might look for a yellow one too. Kind of stick that up in there. And there's no particular reason for using these flowers other than I have them, And I know that, and the colors are reasonably compatible with the theme that was already set in the book, you know, when it was made. And I know Patrice will love all of it. She's a big fan of flowers when she sees them on my pages, so. Okay, there. And I'm gonna leave this one plain because this one's fairly decorated, and this is kind of decorated. Let me see if there's anything, maybe a couple stars in appropriate colors. There's a yellow one here. That there. And why not add in a little bit of pink? And maybe I'll do the pink here on this flare. And I have another different color of pink that can go right there. Whoops. And I may need some glue. That one just came right off the page. And these planner stickers, like I said, are fairly old. Again, this one might need some glue right there. And I might not want it hanging off quite so much. Okay, so that makes that an interesting tableau, if you will, when you open it up. I have no idea if that's the correct use of that word, but I like how that looks, and I think I want her to go ooh and ah when she opens, as she opens each page. Now, let's see. Let's move on to the next group here. This is a photo of him at the Michigan, he was performing with the Michigan Symphony Orchestra, Michigan State Symphony Orchestra. And I kind of like that photo. Patrice had never seen this photo, and she'd never seen his hair done quite like that. So I don't want to do too much to this page. I am probably going to print something that will go along the side that says Michigan Orchestra and put the date. So I'm going to actually put a sticky note here as a reminder that I have something left to do on that page. Now this page, I like this photo. It's a 1985 photo of him when he was performing at Live Aid, the Live Aid concert. And I love it. I'm going to put this ticket flare there because it was from a concert. I think I have 2 or 3 flare that have tickets. So I'm going to let that glue dry. That's the problem with using liquid glue and then moving on to the next page. I need something right here. I've set the photo sideways on the let me put this one there because that actually tells me what I need. When I printed it, it wasn't exactly the right size to set straight on it, but I'm okay with that. And I may be able to find on these, because Live Aid was an and important. Being invited to perform at Live Aid was kind of a big deal. I wanted to highlight that. I've got this sticker of a hot air balloon, and I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna guess that there were hot air balloons around and about the concert. Not hot air balloons, maybe blimps. Photographing the crowds and so forth. So I'm just going to put that there. And I'll see if there's anything else. How about this? I've already got a little bit of pink there. I can do this right there. And it's at the angle of the photo. This is another one from Live Aid. And Patrice is going to love that one because it shows the muscles in his arm. She's going to point that out first thing. Now, I had already put this tab that says gamer, so I need to cover that up. I had intended to use a very different photo there. I'm going to cover that up with something. I've got this thing that says destinations.
Here's what I found.
My watch is trying to tell me what destination means. Okay, I like that. And then I'm going to maybe do a little thing under here that says remember the details. Nah, it doesn't fit. So we'll skip that one. There's this that says inspires me, and that is appropriate because he inspires Patrice, his music and his life story, which she knows very well. I've got this bit right here that says enjoy. And I can layer that there. Okay. Now, I'm going to come down here. I had already put this film strip and these Obed Marshall paper fussy cuts. I've got this. This is from the Jesse's Girls single. And I've got this tab that says awesome, and then I could put something down here. But I need to cover this up. So I need to see if I have, you know what? Would this hot be good? That would be kind of cool to put it there because I know Patrice would agree that that's kind of hot. Let's see what I've got that might work there. I don't have anything in these sticker sheets. So let me go to maybe that Chamel one. Here is a an Amy Tangerine one that has a, as long as I've got kind of goofy images over here. Let's see, if I did a flare and a little something like, how about, let's see, will this cover it? It's a clear sticker, so it may not cover it. It says Rick. You can see the Rick Springfield through the glass of the little van. And if I cover this, it just looks like it says Rick. And that's not ideal, but it works. And I'm gonna do another little similar sticker down here, and I don't know, the symbolism might be that you would go anywhere to see him or something along those lines. And I have a giraffe and a pair of glasses. I've used glasses before. I can't use it there. How about here? I just want to use these, get them used and kill this sheet. And we have a giraffe elsewhere, so I'm going to add a giraffe right in here. This is a cool photo right there. Look at the hair, that feathered. Look, some younger photos of him. He when he posted that, the comment said, "Where do I find a sweater like that?" Okay, what the heck? Why not? And you know what I should have done is but it's too late. It's too late to try to worry about that. I'm gonna add a flare with a camera, and that'll kind of keep that. Well, nope, that comes right down beside it. When we go over here, I have plenty of room for fun stuff. He's sitting here with his dog, who was the inspiration for the album Working Class Dog, and his photo was on the cover. And I'm going to add this flare right here because its dots really go nicely with the craft colored dots that are around there. And I'm going to take this green flower and put it there, and then do one of these buttons. These are epoxy buttons that came in a Mind the Scrap kit. And just to kind of be similar over here, I'll put a couple of epoxy buttons here. And I think I want a tab right along there, so let me look at my tabs. They're in here. Oh, here's a That's a cool tag that could go there. And I have to do something to cover this little symbol up, but this could go right there. And I'm gonna put some foam behind it. And let the foam catch the string so that the string comes out the other side instead of and I'll do it like that, and the string can be right there, and then I need something right there. So why not, let's do one of these epoxy buttons there, and then I'll add another one there, and one right there. So have a little grouping of those there. No particular reason or rhyme. I want to tab up here. How about that one? That says love, and I'll slide it under the flare and the photo. Okay. Do I have any word stickers? Let's see. There's this one. Just chillin'. I like that. I'm going to put a little bit of this, and I see another thing I have to cover. I have this 1 of 7. How about if I put it like that? Okay. We'll do this, and I was going to check on this guy. That has not moved. These things stick up pretty well. Okay, here is I've done everything for you, and he's there with his working class dog. I think that's the cover of a single from back in the day. And I've got this Life is Good sticker that seems like it might be appropriate right there. Colors don't quote unquote match, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let me put another little sticker here that says, enjoy. If life is good, let's enjoy it. Okay, now, let's see what we're going to do to this side. I've already got these tags, and I've glued those down. I've got this photo and this camera. Let's see if there's a flare that especially would look cute right there. Maybe one of these epoxy guys. How about, that's a better size. And I'm gonna look for a tab. that would stand out quite nicely. So let's do that. I like the contrast and adding what I'm going to call an accent color, which really means it doesn't match. Just something that doesn't match. Okay. And I have okay, there's that. And now maybe this heart flare. Okay, again, colors that have nothing to do with the main theme up in here and in this camera, and yet it all kind of comes together. Okay, and I have put this. This is a stuffed working class dog that one of his fans made for him, and put a shirt on it with a couple pins and a picture of Rick, and it was to celebrate the 40th anniversary of that album. So I'm going to kind of dress this up a bit. I need something that goes down this side. And there was a border strip on this one sticker sheet that I think would look great. Okay, and it goes all the way down. And what I can do, okay, I can add the word smile from this one Hello Summer sticker sheet. And it adds some color to the page, to the little page. And I'm going to do some enamel dots. Let's see what color we're going to use there. I like these colors. There. And I think that one's done. Kind of cute. Okay, and here he is with his dog. There are a couple photos with his dog, and the book already said simply adorable, and I thought that worked. Here, let me see if I can find a tab or a tag that might go. I kind of like this one. So I'll just glue it on. Oops. And then maybe I can fit a flare just right there in a compatible color scheme. It looks like this flare was made, this particular group of flares. Here's a dotted one that's in that same color scheme. I kind of like this. This says he and me, and it can be him and his dog. Okay, that adds that color. And then I'll add this flair in. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. And I'm just going to put it right here and slightly overlap the photo. And then, I'm not doing any rub-ons, am I? I've got this star, or this one. Here's a star that can go right there. These stars are left from a project that I did yesterday. Okay, and then I'm going to do a bright orange enamel dot. Right, right there. Okay, and so I think I'm done with this one. Actually, I'm going to use an enamel dot there too. Right there, and then I'll do a couple smaller ones in different colors. I'll bring in that green from over here. And I've got a little smaller blue one. Put it right there. Oh, come on. It's not, it's wanting to stick to my finger. Okay, those are there. I'm gonna leave this because it's beautiful. Okay, so that's another piece done. This one is pretty well embellished. There was a circle already. I had punched a circle out of this paper, and I decided to kind of leave it. I could do a flare down in there, or just kind of off right here. Slightly off center right there, overlapping that circle. And that may be, it already has a tab there, and I don't think I need anything else. I do have somewhere some musical sheet music kind of things, and since that's a record, actually, I'm not going to look for that. Let's see. What about in here? Is it in here, maybe? I don't think so, but I do have some butterflies. And I could maybe put this right here. That would be kind of cute. And then if I add a string to it, let me take the string off of this one, put it through here. I'm going to tie it in a bow maybe. The next section I've named touring because it has a lot of concert shots. And I wanted an excuse to use this map. It's an acrylic piece, an acrylic arrow that has a map on it. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know where I got it. It's been kicking around in my, I have a box, a little container that has a lot of miscellaneous arrows in it. And this has been in there, and this is silly, but I wasn't interested in using it because it looked kind of dull. And I realized I hadn't realized before that it had a, need more glue than that. That it had a, like an overlay on both sides. So once I took the overlays off and laid it on white paper, the map shows up rather nicely, and I think it's beautiful right there. Okay, so I'm going to press that down. I like that right there, and I'm going to add a butterfly up over in this area. And the he, me still like shows. I use both sides of it. Okay, I'm gonna leave this page the way it is, I think, unless, let's see, I have some airplane stickers in my main sticker sheet, I think. I thought I did. Here we go. Okay, and why not use a couple of those? I could use one right here and one right here, and then one. Ooh, would this sticker fit? It says, explore your world. Ah, why not? Explore your world touring. And he has certainly done that. He is like the hardest working man in show business. Every time you think he's finished with the tour, he ends up announcing some more dates. Okay, so here's a photo from the Capitol Theater in Port Chester, New York. I don't know what extra I want to add to that. I could put that tab on upside down and then use a flair below it. So why not? And then that doesn't need a big, a lot of embellishing. Put that right there. And what color? Oh, because it's in New York, I've got this kind of cityscape thing right here. The cityscape flair that has the roadways and taxis and buildings and other cute stuff. Okay, so that's good. And then I'm gonna, just to kind of brighten it up a bit, and make this more of a cluster, I'm gonna insert that flower. Okay, now this one, I have to be kind of careful. I think there's some decorating that can go on down here, and it would work. Let's see, what do we, okay, here's a ticket, flair. And because I have it, I'm going to add this little jar of lemonade. It's cute. And you might order a jar of lemonade at one of those concerts. And let's see if I have a tag or a tab that might be cute there. There's the solid yellow one. There's another flare. There's this thing that says live in the dream. I can see a brightly colored one down here. This is a good one right here. It says today. And this is current. This is from his current tour. I think the photo is maybe a month or so old. That distinguishes it from the earlier photos. Okay, and now I'm going to fold. Let's see, it goes like, well, there's this one right here that really needs to be decorated. It says your sweet smile, and you can kind of see the smile behind the microphone there. Let me, that is not good for there. But I had that little bright yellow one somewhere, or this one even could go there. Where did the yellow one go, though? Here we are. And I can layer that up with that. There. And then I'll put this one on foam and layer it over the photo. I think it's the same one side or the other. I'm going to do it like this because, well, maybe I'll do it like this. Okay. That will work. And then I will do a flare here like this kind of abstract, painty, colorful one that a little bit looks like it might be a map. Now, let me make sure that doesn't, and there's flair that will hit right there. How about this one right here? And then I can add in something else that goes over there and over here. And so let's look at the sticker book. I have some in this Delusions book. I'm not sure how appropriate they might end up being. There's a heart. Not seeing anything that I have to use here. These images are maybe a little large. Let's see what we have. Don't know what I'm looking for, really. And let's pull this Chamel book and see what's in it. There's some unicorns, which may not be appropriate. How about just some foiled flowers? Or something from here. I like the little birdie sticker right there. That works. Just kind of cute right there. And why not one right here of a winking girl, because Patrice would definitely wink at Rick if she happened to see him. I'm going to pull that up and then glue it down. There we go. Okay, I like that like it is. And up here, I think this is okay the way it is. I've got the rub-ons and the butterfly there. I can probably add a butterfly. I have plenty of them. And let me add one right down here. My hands have so much on them. Okay, so now that in, no, this goes first and then this. Okay, that's done. That section is done. Now here, this is just a ticket page, and there's not a lot that I'm thinking needs to go there. That's also an on tour page. I have this little umbrella here. By the way, these photos were taken by a fellow named John Wisdom, a lot of the photos that I'm using, and I want to be sure and credit him. That umbrella is apropos of nothing. It's just cute, and I'm decorating this page quickly because it's not meant to be, you know, it's just a really good photo that shows how energetic he gets at his concerts. This one is Rick and Sammy Hagar by their Beach Bar Rum distillery equipment. And so that would have been a good place to put that other drink. Let's see if I have anything in here that symbolizes. Oh, here's a thing that says, work hard and be nice. It's a great sentiment. Let me get a flair to go there, and I'll do this I'll do the flair right here, and the work hard and be nice in the same color scheme, kind of right there. And I like these enamel dots for this page. So I'm going to do those three there, and that's done. This page is just him singing at a concert again. Nothing particularly noteworthy other than Patrice will love it. I've got let's see. I like this one. Well, actually, no. I like the colors in this one. That's not gonna. I'll see if I can get that off and preserve that. But in the meantime, this works. And it adds a little color, kind of right there, right in between the, oh, that has some sticky stuff, but I bet it's not good anymore. This was either basic gray or I don't know, 7 Gypsies maybe from a million years ago. There. And I'm gonna look for a word strip that you know what would have been good? I have one that says looking good. This says sunshine in my soul. And I'm actually going to put that down here. And I'll let that stick out like that. I've got this bit right here, this tab, sticker tab, that says looking good. And so why not use it right there? Okay. And let's do the insides of these. I've already put those tags there because this looked kind of empty. I had planned to do it maybe a little bit differently. Let's do one of the large flower groupings. Let me cover this one up and pull the other glue. I think the other one is more full. And it may be a little more liquid, which is why I was using that one. Okay, and here. And I'm going to go with the pink one. It looks like he's talking to someone in the audience there. So these will move around a bit, I'm sure. Okay, and this up here, part of that was on the book and part of it is rub-ons. But I'm just going to use I'll use a rainbow flair, kind of right there on the attach it to the photo. And let me see if I can find a sticker that works there. This says things I love. I'll just cover up that star with it. And I've got this that I can slide under there. And I've got this little bit that I can use for its color. And I'm just gonna pick up some glue from my table. I'm going to stick it far enough under there you can't really tell what the words are. And I'm going to put this butterfly right there. And why not some of these little green acrylic stars. I'm gonna just kind of, if I have a lot of different small things around, I may as well add some more, right? And it's the right color to go with a couple of the other things I picked. And there are some tiny little stars that came out of the centers of those. I'll put one right there. Now, while that's drying, Let's see what we can do to this. I had some hearts, and the photo ended up covering those up. So I'm going to add a flare right here. That's kind of in that same color scheme. And let's see, we could use a nice tab or tag or something up yonder. How about Living the Dream? I've glued that too close. I can't get that inserted. So let's look. Oh, I like this. And I'm just going to use one side of it so that I can use the other someplace else. You know what, though? That's white on white. It's not really going to show up. So let's see what else we have. I kind of like this green one. That's okay, and then I can use a flare up there. I'm going to use both sides of this one. Oh, and it has some sticky stuff, but it probably won't work because it's old. Okay, there. And then what do I want? I'll put this floral one. It's kind of a neutral floral, if you will. And I have a sheet of hearts here. And this says, love it. That works. And then I'm just going to put this plain heart kind of right there. And I think that may be, well, let me take a little round star, put it right there. And I think we're done with that page, except maybe for some tiny hearts scattered about. And why not a pink star down here among all these blue stars? That brings out the colors in that photo. That's me and Patrice in front of her larger than life size poster of Rick that she has on her door. And we're playing air guitar, or I am. Okay, so that one folds over. Now this and these two are screenshots I took from a performance that he did for AARP. That's the American Association for Retired Persons. And it's, the concert was, the performance was basically talking about how important music is to those suffering from dementia. It helps tremendously. It's really a good therapy, and it's an important kind of I want to put this on here, but I don't, I can't make it work at the moment. I'm going to put this right here, and this here, and this here. These are photos that Rick put out when Olivia Newton-John passed away. They were good friends and kind of came up together in the Australian music and soap opera scene, and remained friends throughout their lives. And inside, I have larger copies of those photos. And I printed them really small so I could put on these tags and put on this flap so that you could kind of see. And I have some other photos that I'll tell you about in a minute that I may put in there as well. And as he puts more out there, if I see any that I think she would like, in the time in between now and when I give her the book, which will be right before Christmas, I can insert them. So if I don't have a place for it in the book itself, I can insert in the okay, and I don't have any flowers on this one. I'm going to go ahead and put a blue flower right there because I like the contrast. And let me see if I have a small sticker. This one says, treat yourself. Choose happy. Oh, here's one that says, oh my God, OMG. And I can put that right there. And I will add one of these little hearts right there. And I'm going to put this kind of circle-y heart right there. Okay, and I'm going to maybe do the same kind of thing here and here. I'm going to leave this one like it is. I have two butterflies and it has those florals. I really don't want to detract from those. Okay, here's a big picture of Patrice holding an autographed picture of Rick, which she has lost in the hurricanes. It was given to her by my then daughter-in-law, Nikki, who is the mom of Ava and Allie. And she had found that autographed photo on eBay, I think, and had gotten it for her. And it was really, Patrice was just absolutely thrilled. Gonna kind of stick that in right there. It says the story. Maybe it needs to be, I know what. Anyway, let me finish about this, and I will decorate that one maybe at last. This page, I had originally put this photo over on this page. This is about Rick's sound engineer, Maddie, and I'm going to put the name Maddie there. And I'm going to put the, so I unglued it from here, put a sticky note on the back and folded it and glued it on really well to make it a flip over, knowing that I was going to have to add something to it. And so this seems to work right there to add to it. And then I will type up something that goes right under there to explain who Maddie was. But right now I want to put Maddie's name on here. And Patrice will, when she hears about it and sees the photos, she will remember the story. So I'm going to do his name, M-A-T-T-Y. He died of pancreatic cancer, which is awful. And I guess he's been Rick's sound and recording engineer for his whole career. So they were best friends. Okay, so I'm just going to start pulling letters. I don't care what color they are. And I'm going to just line them up right there. And I'm hoping I have 2 T's left in here. Yes, I do. And a Y. Okay, and I will type that up. I need to put a sticky note there indicating there's some more work to be done. So I'm going to stick it right here. And I think I'll put the story right there. I will probably do a flair right here. And I'll find, let's see, where are those? Heart stickers that I had. Let's see, I've got a thing here with florals, and a flower might be good for okay, just right here. There we go. Seems okay right there. And I may do something up there that's fairly large. Not, that's too large. Let's go back to where I found that other one. I need something with a paper background, not a clear sticker. Maybe these are purple. but this might work. I'm gonna take this and this leaf cluster. I'm gonna put this right there. And gosh, I put it down before putting the leaf cluster down. So now I have to lift it up. And it's on photo paper, so it may not lift up. So that's gonna stay there. I'm gonna put this back, and I will put instead a butterfly right there. And I'll glue it down fully. Okay, now over here, let's do one of these large photo clusters, sticker thingies. I love this one, and it seems like it can go right there. Okay, and then we have this one, which could go in conjunction with a flare. Okay, oops, tore that one a bit. I kind of stick it up under there. Okay, and then maybe put a flare right in there. Okay, what flare do we want to use? Here's a camera. I have just ordered a special box set of Working Class Dog that has vinyl, CD, and a DVD, and an autographed postcard. So she'll get her autograph from there. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I like it. These are photos from when John and I took her to a concert in Lake Charles, which is where she was living at the time, and back in 2016, I think. And the photos were not good. I'm just going to glue that down there. The photos were not great, so I filtered them, and as you can see here, you can barely see his face, but you can see this is a clip I took from a video that John took of Patrice dancing. And here he is singing here, and these are the stage lights. So she's gonna love this because it's actually her and Rick Springfield in the same room. And I'm gonna put this here, and I'm going to put a little label across there so that I can put the date and the place. And I have lots more photos from that night that I had printed up and given them to her, but I'm going to print up all of them and give them to her in that little envelope there, if they'll fit. in this, I found that tag that says good times, good feelings. So when I put these in there, that seemed appropriate to use. And it's amazing. John was something of a music snob. He kind of was one of those who felt that no good music had been made since the 60s. After 1970, felt like music had kind of gone to hell. And so 80s music, not his thing. And he agreed, of course, you know, to take Patrice because it meant so much to her. And he actually enjoyed it. He said, I'm just really surprised. He said he's a really good performer. And when I tore up this photo from here, it left it tore some of the paper from the background. So I'm covering it with this butterfly, in case you're wondering. But John really surprised himself by enjoying it and stood up a lot of the time. Of course, Patrice stood up dancing, and if you wanted to see, you had to stand up because everyone in front of you was standing up. And he stood up and actually really enjoyed it and took a lot of the pictures while Patrice and I kind of tried to do some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna add a little label for color and for me to write the date. I'm gonna kind of stick it right under there. That's not enough of one. So I'm going to put this one under. That's not enough to write everything I want to write. So I'm going to put this one lift that and try to get it under there. Okay. So that I like that a lot. Okay, now I'm going to add a bright green enamel dot right there and a bright orange one right there and a pale blue one right there, and just kind of surround that cluster. I'll put that aside, and I'm going to take a star, one of those acrylic stars, and kind of place it right there. Okay, we are getting towards the end, I think. This is a special picture. Patrice actually loves it. This is a photo of her showing Rick the stuffed animal that she got at an Astros game. She's wearing her Astros jersey. I took her to an Astros game in April of this year. So I'm going to just kind of do a fairly simple bit of embellishing here. I like that arrow right there. Let's see what other stickers I have. I've got this that says sunshine, and then this that says hello, my name is, and I'm gonna put that right here, and I'll write Patrice on there. There's a from the desk of on here. Oh, there's another one that says hello. I'm gonna go like that. Okay, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna do there. I might put a flower right there. And what kind of flower do I want to use? There's a pretty one right there. Because that's white, I could actually use a clear sticker. So let me see what I've got in the way of those. How about this little pink rose and this little, let's see if I can do a small thing of greenery. Okay, so I'm going to do the greenery first, maybe like so, and I'll do the flower. I'm going to stick it under the arrow. Let me hold that up and see if I can get it. There we go. Okay, done. Back in the, here, so I have a ticket and a butterfly, and I don't know what I want right there. Maybe, let's see if I have anything in here that says anything appropriate. There's this noteworthy, there's remember the details. Remember the details might be good for this kind of page, but there's no room there. Going places, let's get lost. Here is a tab that says #awesome, which would be kind of cool right there, right? So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use a flair I can tuck maybe under here. Don't really like that. How about this right there? And I haven't put sequins. I don't know if I will, because they may not hold up well on. In any case, it wouldn't have been good to put them on and then try to flip the pages. I may leave this open unless I can find, oh, you know what? Here's a pretty flower spray in nice colors. Okay, I like that. For me, flowers always work. And I'm going, speaking of that, I'm actually going to do this. this up. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but I just inserted that tab underneath this floral spray there. Okay, so that's ready to turn over, and we're getting down towards the end. This is a New York performance, so I put it on the page with the little New York taxi cab. And I have this airplane piece of chipboard, which really isn't facing the right way for that. I like this little tab that just has a pink heart on a yellow background. It's cute. And I think would look good with a rainbow flare. The book is, of course, thickening up with all those flares, but I think that's going to be okay. Okay, get back up here. There. And then I've got this, well, that color yellow doesn't go. If that was any other color but yellow, it would be fine. So I'm going to use the, oh, no, I'll use the city, another one of my cityscape ones. This is a little bit different scene. It's got buildings and taxis and stuff, but it's a different part of the print. There. Okay, and I think I'm going to leave that like that. This one, I had already done some circles from a Vicki Boutin paper and this little tag right here. This is kind of a silly photo of him with a rose between his teeth, and I cut it out and I cut his head at a funny angle, but I think Patrice won't mind. So I'm going to leave this page exactly the way it is. Now, these are some younger photos of him. This is the young Rick section, and I know she's going to love this photo, so I really want to do something. I've got this heart that says, "Love my life," so I thought maybe I'd do that right there. And then a flare that kind of went with it. Maybe this rainbowish one right next to it. And then there's a picture of him at his high school, just up above that, that is really kind of cool. There, where did those hearts go? I had the hearts and okay, there are some colorful hearts in this batch of things from this is part of the Diane Reevely. It's so different from the other heart. I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to do maybe a yellow star or a green star. Just right there. And I'm just going to leave that like that. Okay, this one is at his high school. And look at he's wearing that sweater that was in the other photo, and these bell-bottom pants and those boots. This is hilarious. And he's got an apple on the floor, so it's a really kind of cool picture. So let me kind of put a few bright colored hearts down here, and I'm just gonna leave that like that. Let me see if I can find a tab that's cute. Oh, this would be good. This color scheme is good for the mood of the photo. Fold it down, and as you can tell, I have quite the collection of tabs, and I've been keeping them all together for a few years, and therefore not using them that much because they were kind of out of sight. I'm going to put this kind of right there, and I'm going to add in a yellow flower just for the hell of it. Okay, that's done. Let's see, we've done that. We need to do this inside part. And here I need a couple of tabs. And they're on white, so I'm gonna use colored ones. Here are a couple different ones. I'm really happy to be using these tabs. I cannot even begin to imagine where they came from or how I got them, or when I got them. So I'm gonna do this one right there, and I'll put a flare right here. And he's playing guitar and singing, so I'm going to put this musical flare. I'm going to see if there's an upside or a downside there. Doesn't seem to be. Put that right there. And then I have a green one that I'll use over on the other side, on the other photo. This one right here, Patrice is going to really laugh. That is a costume that he was given by Cher. It's maybe one of hers, or she had it made to match one of hers, and it was in 1973, I think he said. Let's see what flare we want there. Oh, I like this colorful one. And I'm going to put it here. And then I will do another star over here, maybe a yellow one. And I think that will be it for there, for that page. And so that's it for that section. And then we get here to the inside back cover. This one, I believe there is there is this panel. It's not exactly a border strip, but it definitely adds color and works almost like a side tag or tab or something. And also on here is this tab right here, which I can put down. Yeah, ooh, it fits perfectly right there. And then I can do a flare, and what color or kind of flare do I want? A solid green one. I kind of like that. And why not a green heart overlapped by what color heart? I'm going to go with, see, I have red, orange, a brighter orange, and teal or purple. Why not go with this blue? Okay, and I'm going to leave that way. I may put a flare down here. How about a striped one? Another green one? I kind of like the green. I like it. It kind of goes with the background. And I'm going to put a star, a couple of stars on it. Pink, and let's go with blue. Okay, I think we're nearing the end. This I almost can't do very much, but I do have this border strip that I can put top and bottom. It's red, and we don't have a lot of red in the book. But who's to say we shouldn't? And I'm going to put a multicolor flare kind of right here. And I have an arrow. I can go right there. Let's see if I have anything else. Here's a thing that says, keep smiling. And that can go right on the flare. And let's see if I have any. Ooh. This hot sticker, could it go right there? That could be an inside joke. I think I'm not going to do that because I really like how that looks. What else could I... Oh, this best day ever. I'm going to go back to those photos of Patrice at the concert, and I'm going to add that right there. Let me put the hot sticker back down. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, that's a problem. I will clean that up. I'm going to turn the camera off now, and I'm going to keep that open. Let me see if I can do it with a dry piece of paper towel. Can't mess up that pretty face. If I need to reprint that, I can do that. Okay, I've got some red enamel dots that I'm going to add to a couple spots. Just to kind of bring that red color into play. And these are on sticking on photo paper, so they'll stick without any glue. If I can get them unstuck from my finger. By now, my finger is the stickiest thing in the room. There. And I have one red one left, and I'm going to put it on the enamel dot. Well, you know what? I'm not either. I'm going to just put it over here. Okay, I'm going to leave this like it is, and I hope you've been able to see what I've been doing. I'm going to protect that with this right now till that dries, and then I'll go ahead and close it, and we'll flip through what's on here. And where did this come from? I don't know where that came from, so I'll put it back over here. All right, so we have the opening page, and let me make sure all of that's showing. Then we have this page, which I'm going to add something down there too. And then we have this, which opens up. It's an interactive. Let me see if I can put this down here, and maybe you can see that. And then we'll come down, close that over. No, this goes this way. And then we have this. We have the working class dog with the big smile sticker. I've used so much from my Scrap Backwards kit here. It's amazing in this small container here. There's so much in there. I may glue that down, but for right now, I'll just kind of there. Then we have this, which opens up to that. And then this, I'm gonna kind of leave that. I really like this and this. And my screenshot page. This is the Olivia Newton-John envelope page. The autographed photo page. The showing Rick her stuffed animal page. The Maddie page. The concert page in Lake Charles, the New York concert page. Here's the Young Rick section. I probably want to do a title on here that says Young Rick, but I can do that off camera. And then here are all these great, oh, you know, I didn't decorate this page. I'll do that off camera. I think the video is kind of going on long, and by now you've got an idea of what I'm drawing from for all of my embellishments. And then this is the back cover. So now, as opposed to the skinny book that we had, it is now this kind of nice fat book, and it can be displayed kind of like so. I think she's gonna love it. I've got a box that I'm gonna box it up in, but right now I'm gonna let the pages kind of spread open so everything dries. And I thank you very much for sticking with me on this. Bye.